8 o'clock. Thank you for all that have joined me. So I have a new computer, which I've been talking about like every day. And it seemed like it's working. Did you see that? You get to actually see a video moving and stuff like that. So I'm super excited about my computer. Super excited. So I've been thinking for my lives, like trying to find topics and things of that sort. And I was looking online and I saw this interesting idea of an ask me anything type thing. So basically what it'll be is us just chatting and talking about things on our mind, questions we may have. If you send me questions before the live, then I'll research it if I don't know the answer. If you just need my opinion or just want me to ramble about something, that's my favorite thing. I love to talk. Anybody that knows me know I love to talk, and I pretty much love to talk about anything, appropriate, of course. So this will be the first week of that. We'll see how it goes. You know, I'm still trying to find my way around the live. So I don't know. I just thought this was a great idea. So I got one question. I don't know if she joined or not. So I'm gonna wait to see if she joins before we get to her question. It was a pretty cool question. It wasn't personal or anything, but until she gets here, I just came up with like a couple of questions that I'm going to talk about because that earring. See, the earring don't even know how to be in my ears anymore. That's how long. Hi, Jennifer. That's how long. Cousin. There's my cousin. Oh my God. How's it? Mississippi, right? How's it in Mississippi? At least it's warm out there. Yeah, I can't wait. Now I want to travel and see all my cousins because we've been in the house for like a month. Is it almost 2 months now? I think it's almost 2 months now. So the first question, I'm just going to forget it. I'm going to keep this earring on. Forget it. The first question was, what is this live about? I think I just answered that like 5 seconds ago. Just for us to just shoot the breeze, talk. You know, if you ask me questions, we can talk about those questions. Also, I put the link in my comments. If you want to actually call in, you can actually link up on the live. Let me find you can, if you hit the link, you can join the live and we can talk on the live. So 3 weeks, Mom? Yeah, that's a long time. Yeah, we miss you too. Okay, so it's saying that my YouTube one isn't working. Oh well. Yep, it's saying an error is occurring on the YouTube one. I don't know. Let me go to YouTube and see what's going on. But yeah, so if you hit that link, then you can join it and we can just talk. That's what this segment is about. 1 second, I'm going to my channel to see what's going on with the live there. I don't see it. Huh. Well, it looks like it's not going to be on there. I wonder if I edit it. I'm not going to worry about it too much. I don't know. Anyway, let's keep it moving. So what is this live about? Hey, Mommy. You got a question, Mom? Hey, Mom.
No, look at me. I am getting so good with technology. Look at me.
I see you join the live. Hey, Mommy. Oh my God, I missed my mom. You want to stay on for the whole live and let somebody else chime in?
It don't matter.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about what the live. I think I just said what this live is about. Let's see here. I was going to add to the stream here. This is my site that I keep talking about. BYOK.com. I got 40 subscribers, so I'm super happy about the YouTube, but I'm on the wrong one. So this is my site right here, BYOK.com. The category is pretty much my podcast, which I have not recorded on this week. So you'll probably get a lot of that next week. And then my different categories is Diary of an Average Curvilicious Broad. That's just pretty much a diary to you guys. Like when I'm feeling a certain kind of way, I just like to talk about it. And I feel like I've spent so much time being overcritically of how I look and who I am. So this is just kind of like a segment that embraces who I am, like, and being comfortable with who I am, whatever weight I am, no matter how I look. Like I'm beautiful. I don't care. Take me as I am type. Like I pretty much feel myself on this on this. And then healthy talk, I haven't really talked too much about that, but it's some articles I wrote about health. Love and marriage is one of my favorite ones because I love talking about relationships because there's so many things that you can talk about with relationships. Mental notes are just some self-care, mental health type tips that I've learned along the way or that I read about that I like to share. That's the one that just automatically popped up. Then my products and media reviews when I read books or I try a product that I really like. And then guest bloggers, which I always invite to my blog. If you want to write anything, just like this live, if you want to write anything, just let me know and I'll post it on my site. So that's pretty much about me and I have the YouTube channel, which so that's pretty much it about that. So, so mom, you want to say anything before we go to the next question?
Well, I would just say I had a question. Oh, well, maybe pretty much a comment. Like
Go ahead.
doing the question is, how is everyone coping with the whole COVID-19? What lessons are you learning from this? What basics are you getting back to by being by being at home and not able just to be freewheeling and doing whatever it is that we be so busy doing that since I've been in, I don't even know what I've been so busy doing. Um, my question is, why have we been so busy, and what have we been doing that we haven't been able just to do the basic things like worship at home and spend time with our family and reach out to people in our family and home cooked meals and that sort of thing. What are we so busy doing, really? What are we doing? I mean,
Easy answer, nothing. Um,
I mean, what have we been doing that has kept us so busy from the basics of life? Just like, okay, for instance, I actually hear the birds chirping in the morning. Why do I hear the birds chirping now? It's not like they just started chirping in the morning. They've been doing that forever. But I actually hear them chirping. In the mornings, what am I so busy doing that I can't hear the birds welcoming in the day that God has blessed us with?
hmm.
I mean, that's my question. What are we so busy doing that we can't even account for what it is now that we're not doing it?
I honestly believe that's what God want us to see. Like you make time for all these frivolous things that don't even matter, and you're on the go and you're on the go. And I feel like I learned like last year that movement and progress are two different things. So yeah, you're on a conveyor belt, but on that conveyor belt, you're just making moves, but are you making progress? So I think that people have confused movement with progress. Like as long as I'm staying busy, as long as I'm doing this, as long as I'm doing that, then I'm making progress. But really, you're just on a conveyor belt. And I feel like that's what I learned during the COVID-19. Like I feel like within these 3 weeks, I'm actually making progress in life because I've been sitting down, forcefully, and working out business plans and working on my blog and talking to family more than I ever would. Like within these 3 weeks, I have talked to you and Dad and Kristen every day, every day. And I feel like before that, I was not doing that, and that's just I'm actually going to miss being able to talk to my parents, like all day, every day. So it feels great. So that's my answer. What do you feel you miss,
I didn't
Mom?
hear anything you said. I kind of broke up. Can you hear me now?
Oh, you didn't hear anything I said?
Can you hear me,
Can
Nia?
you hear me now, Mom?
Because we
Go in another room.
while we
Yeah, I
breaking
can. Yeah, Jacynthia made a good point. She says she feels like it's forcing us to live in the now. That is, you're correct, because I feel like we're so focused with the future
what do I miss?
and the hustle. Mom, where you go? And the hustle, and we're learning, like Jacynthia, you probably spend more time with your son within these 3 weeks than you have in a long time because you're in the house with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are little things that we love and we're grateful for, but didn't really know how important they were because in the home with them. Yeah, exactly, Jermaine. Thanks, Kristen. Please go help Mom. I don't know what happened to her. I think she need to go in another room. But yeah. So I don't know. Anybody else have an answer to that question? Because that's a really good question. And while we're waiting on my mom to come back, you are welcome to join the live. I think I put the link in there. Let me just put it back in there. There we go. Okay, I figured out what happened with YouTube. They flagged me for something. They probably flagged me for that video with the grandma dancing. Oh well, it was funny.
Okay,
Yeah, we can hear you, Mom. Okay. Right, and Jacynthia, oh, she hung up. And Jacynthia said, very true, it's allowed me to sit to reflect and deal with thoughts. Yeah, really. Like just the other day, I was sitting around and I'm like, what is your big thing about validation? Like, why can't you just give yourself, I say I give myself gold stars, but I still got that inner voice inside of me saying, hey, I wonder if somebody else is noticing me. And it gave me these 3 weeks, I've really been honing in on that. Like, why isn't what I do enough for me? Just something like that, like, and I feel like I wouldn't have been able to really tackle that without being able to just sit there with my thoughts. And I feel like after this COVID-19, it's like, my self-validation will probably be more a higher percentage than it was, before then, because I was working on it, but I'm really working on it now. And my dad had made a point about validation. He said, the problem is you're looking to validate self when everything we do is for the glorification of God. So if we're doing things for God, then we shouldn't be looking for praise anyway, because it's for the glorification of God. It's not for ourselves. Everything we do, everything we set out to do, it should be for the glorification of God. Because when we do things for God, and God will reward us openly. But if we're always looking for some type of praise from man, well, when you get that praise, that is your reward on earth. So once again, great conversation to have with my dad because I'm working from home. And you're right, Jermaine. You are right. Everyone wants to be seen, and everybody, wants to know that they're heard. And I feel at a certain extent that it is healthy to be heard. I really feel at a certain extent it is healthy to be heard. But when you reach the point where your every move has to be celebrated, then maybe that's a little issue within you, because how come you can't celebrate yourself sometimes? Because what we do, we're supposed to do for us, right? And if we're helping others, if say for instance, Jermaine, you needed $1 for a pop, and I give you the $1 for the pop, isn't your thank you enough for me? Why do I have to tell everybody I gave you $1 for the pop in order to feel like I did something special or did something great? So yeah, that yeah, that's pretty good. My mom is back. Uh, mom, mom. I don't know what's going on with my mother. She was there and now she's not. All right, she'll come back. So let's just go to the next question, unless somebody else wanna interject, have anything to say. Oh, my cousin. She said it has helped me understand that we have just gotten complacent and trust in our own abilities rather than recognize who we that we are who we are because of God. Yeah. Yeah. We feel like we're in control. We feel like we got this, and we don't. God is in control. And I don't know what the scripture is, but the Bible says, "Be still and know that I am God." And I feel like that if it had to be a text for this, I feel like that fits perfectly. You will know that I am God. And you're gonna find out because you can't do anything. You're not distracted by going out or hanging with friends. There's only so much you could talk on the phone. There's only so much you can watch on TV. Only so much on the internet. I done picked up books and started reading because there's only so much stimulation that I can get from online and TV. So I don't even cut the TV on in the morning anymore. I work in silence, like I'm at work, like with the music playing and stuff like that. So yeah. I've learned to sit in silence, and I can honestly say I haven't been able to do that before. I have to have some radio on. I have to have some type of background noise, and silence is great. Like I can sit in silence now, and my mind is not racing. Call it peace, whatever, but I like it. I like it, and I feel like I wouldn't have achieved that if we weren't stuck in the house, essentially. So yeah, so that was a great question. And I can't wait to hear Mom's response. Maybe Kristen chime in from her phone or computer, then we'll be able to hear her answer. But Mom, that was an excellent question. Excellent question. And I know that I put the link in there somewhere. So if you want to join in and ask a question to everybody watching and talk about it, please feel free. I'll put it back in there. There we go. All right. And Cynthia says, be still. That's something we as people struggle with. But I've enjoyed this moment of being still. And that's good, Cynthia. That's good. Amen. Yeah. Being still seems so easy, but it is not. It is definitely not. It comes with practice. Like with anything, it comes with practice. But when you're still, you realize that all that running or whatever you felt you was running from, you realize maybe you was running from nothing. Maybe you're just running from yourself. I don't know. But I know that the stillness is a blessing. If you could just sit with your own thoughts and your own peace, it's a blessing. Jermaine says this is going to teach a lot of people about themselves. Man, who you telling? Who you telling? Sometimes people need to sit down and be still. Yes, everybody running here, running there. You got I know celebrities are feeling it the worst because they have gotten into the habit the habit of always moving around. They have this lavish life. They have these kids, this husband, whatever, and they never spend time with any of these things that they have. They just spend their money and frivolously and live life, but they are stuck in the house like the rest of us normal folks with their families in their house, and they actually are sitting in their house and actually able to enjoy what they worked for. And I don't know how some of them are dealing with that. Some may have found peace in it, or some people may have just going crazy. So maybe that's why people stabbing people. We won't get into that. I don't know if you guys are celebrity people, so I won't get into Floyd Mayweather's daughter. So Cynthia says, running from yourself and your own thoughts. Right. And here's the thing. Running from ourselves kind of seem a little, I don't know if it's same, because no matter where you go, you're with you. You know what I'm saying? So is it more so running from the realities, running from regrets, running from past mistakes? Because all of those are lessons. It's all about perspective and how you think about those things, right? So what are we really running from? It can't be physically us. What is it mentally and spiritually that we don't want to deal with? That's a question. Yeah. Or a version of ourselves. A version of, good point. Because there are some versions of us that are insane. And there are some versions that we just we just sweep under the rug, right? My mom says, I agree, it is teaching me about me and getting back to the basics of what is important and getting a stronger relationship with God. Yes, yes, I do feel closer with God. Yes. And basics are correct. Like I said, just talking to my parents every day. How basic, how basic and beautiful is that when every day I'm seeing on social media somebody losing their mom or their dad. And I've had the opportunity the whole time to talk to my mom and my dad. And I talk to them, maybe two times a week. And then my dad maybe twice a month. And now I'm talking to my parents every day, something that small. It's basic, but it's huge. Because how long do I have my parents? How long do they have me? Shoot, life ain't guaranteed for me either. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just a blessing. And my cousin says, when you are still, you can be more discerned without all the chatter. Yes. Yes, you can. And all those things that's been in your face that you have just blatantly missed. When you be still, you start seeing stuff like, I didn't know such and such was like that. Oh, I didn't know it was like that. Oh, I'm looking in my closet. I don't need all these clothes. Like you start just small stuff, and you start weeding things out of your life, spring cleaning, whatever you want to call it. You start weeding out thoughts, behaviors, attitudes, maybe physical baggage, maybe emotional baggage. You get a chance to just sort through it and discard what is not beneficial for you. And my mom agreed with the Cynthia, Anita, it's running from ourselves overall. But how? But okay, overall, like how? I just don't see the logic in running away from our entire self. Why? Because our entire self is not something to run away from. There are strong portions of us versus weak. You know what I'm saying? So we can't run from all of us because it's good in us. What are we running from that too? That's what I'm saying. Like, what realities are we running from? And my mom says, look in the mirror and you see the true you, not the you you've made yourself to be. Oh, so you're running, so you're running from your actual self to your made up self. So when you're forced to be alone and you don't have an audience, you're stuck with the naked you because you're not going to put a face on for yourself, right? I do believe there are some people that have that face on and they have like convinced themselves that they are this thing and they are this person, and in that case, if you've convinced yourself that you're this thing that you're not, I don't see you running from it. But if you know that there's a mask and then now you have no audience for that mask, yes, now I can see you running from yourself because you don't even know yourself. Because you spent so much energy creating this other thing, Cuz it says take off the mask, be your own kind, love it, Cat. Thank you, cuz. Thank you, cuz exactly. Be your own kind. That is what this is about. That is exactly what this is about. Be your own kind. Do you know that it is less effort? It takes less effort to be yourself than to put all this energy and sew all this fabric into something that you are not. No, you're not perfect. But here's the secret. Nobody is. Here's the secret. We never will be. We learn from our mistakes. We grow and evolve from the things that we need to, and we keep moving forward. And that's if you're gonna put energy in something, it's best spent there than trying to mold yourself with this crowd, mold yourself with that crowd, mold yourself with that. You know what? I'm weird and I've accepted it. I'm weird and there is some awkwardness sometimes, and that's fine. That's fine. But I'd rather be this awkward, weird person than make it even weirder because I'm putting on a mask trying to be someone else, And Jermaine says that's true. True that, Miss McCoy. It's a lot of that going on around here in LA. Oh man, Jermaine, you should. I wish you could just hit the link and chime in. Oh my God, I'm sure you get that all the time. Whether they're celebrities or not, I'm sure LA is all about facades. I see it on TV at least. Like I'm pretty sure they're all about facades. But But here's the thing, those are the people around the world that everyone mimics. The people in LA, the people in Hollywood, the actors, the singers, everybody want to be these people, but we don't even know who they are. And they might not even know who they are. So that's kind of dangerous themselves. But they call these people icons. You know what an icon is? Someone you pretty much look up to. I'm going to look up icon. So, wait. So an icon, a person or thing regarded as a representative symbol or as worthy of veneration. Why they put big words and definitions? I don't know what that means. A veneration is great respect and reverence, like saints and stuff. These are people just like us. Mom says you are unique to you as we all are. And that's, yeah, it's okay. That's that saying, you are enough for you. Jermaine says a lot of people have purposely keep their schedules busy and tight because they want to appear that they are being successful. And I'm talking about the I know a couple of people that's always busy, always working on something, always got some plans, always got. And here's the thing, okay, when you reach that point, when do you reach the time to like enjoy it? You know what I'm saying? Like you you're fulfilling all of these conquests and checking off all these lists, but when do you get a chance to enjoy it? Just back to the celebrities who got mansions. How many days out the year are they actually in that mansion enjoying it? It's fully furnished. It has bowling alleys, theaters, all types of stuff, roller coasters and stuff all in there. And, and how many days out the year are they in that house? You know, how many days out the year where you've accomplished something and you just actually say, you know what? I've accomplished this. I'm going to celebrate. Now, let me tell you, I learned that from my mom. She celebrates everything's a milestone. And as a kid or a teenager, you used to be like, oh, Mom, this ain't a big deal. But as an adult, I get it. You have to celebrate those mini goals. You have to just celebrate anytime you accomplish something. Just take the time to celebrate it before you go on to something else. My mom would celebrate your first A. She would celebrate you lose 10 pounds. Yay! You know, like my mom is a celebratory type of gal. And I love that about her. I do. And I cheers to myself all the time. No matter how big or small the accomplishment, I cheers myself because, hey, that is one step further than I was yesterday. That's a blessing, you know? So, my mom says, icons indeed. Don't be too busy mimicking someone else that you don't get to know or be yourself. Exactly. Because you don't really know who you're mimicking. You're only mimicking what you see. You know what I'm saying? We have Dylan Coatman. Hey there. Hey, I'm from South Africa. Welcome from South Africa. Just want to know how's the lockdown in your country, if you don't mind me asking. It's insane, Dylan, for the simple fact that people won't stay in the house. People won't stay in the house. And so the stay-at-home orders across the United States has been extended to April 30th. And I saw from the president today that I don't know, he's concerned about businesses, but he said if he's told to extend the quarantine period that he will. But it seems like he's more concerned about businesses because he was talking about the airlines and things of that sort. So as far as us people, we're getting a little restless. Where we're in the house, you know, day by day. And some of us, but then there are some that are going outside, living life as normal, not wearing masks, not wearing gloves, which is causing it to spread. How is it in South Africa? How are you guys holding up there? That was interesting. Thanks for asking. My mom says people don't want to stop running. They don't want to be still. Right, but they're on a treadmill. Once again, they're not making progress. They're just making movements. Get off the treadmill, sit down and open a book. You're not going anywhere. All you're doing is losing weight. You're losing substance because all you're doing is moving. So you're not going anywhere. You're losing substance. You're losing quality because you're so focused on quantity. because that's what treadmills do. They're supposed to slim you down, but it's not in a spiritual and mental state. Treadmilling is not good. It's not. We're supposed to bulk up mentally and spiritually. We're supposed to get stronger in those areas, but if we're not taking the time to nurture that, we're slim in those areas, and we can't sit down and be quiet. Dylan says, same here. Oh no. Same here too. Only think here in South Africans love drinking and smoking and can't get anywhere. Yeah, I did read an article that the liquor store sales are increasing because there's really nothing else to do. Right. It's nowhere to go. You know, and I think some of the liquor stores in Chicago are closing. They're closing during this time or closing early. So I don't know what people are going to do if they close all the liquor stores. Honestly, I don't. People are getting restless. Yeah. Oh, my mom has something for you, Dylan. She says, thanks for chiming in to check on us here in America. Blessings to you and your country. Yes, blessings to you and your country. And stay safe and healthy. And I wish that for your family and loved ones in your country as well. Like, for real, if you can just tell people to just sit in the house and hold on, this too shall pass. We don't know when, but it's going to pass. Ma, you just dropped an excellent question. I mean, I think that's pretty much the show. I was going to be on for 40 minutes. Got like 5 more minutes. Mom, is there anything else you want to add since your question drove the show today? And while I'm waiting on that, I did have a question from I think her name is Destiny on Instagram, but she might have not been able to get on because YouTube pretty much blocked me. Yeah, that's exactly what that just showed me from Dylan. We're all in this together. We are definitely all in this together. And speaking of Africa, someone in oh yeah. And this is from my sister. Dylan, thanks for joining the BYOK family all the way from South Africa. Yes. Thank you so much. So I'm going to share my screen for a minute because someone asked me what was the weather what was the Western Sahara weather. And it looks like they're just having the same type of weather that we're having. Nothing too different, just 66, 79. 70 and 69. I was gonna go more in depth about the Sahara Desert, but I don't think she joined in. If you're curious as to where that is, 1 second. This is the map right here. I am not good in geography, y'all. It says it's blanketing much of the northern third of the African continent, 3.5 million square miles. The Sahara Desert, the largest desert in the world, extends eastward from the Atlantic Ocean, some 3,000 miles to the Nile River and the Red Sea, and southward from the Atlas Mountains of Morocco and Mediterranean. So if you're not good in geography like me, there you go. Does anyone have anything else to share before we get off this live? While I'm waiting on that, I just want to thank everyone that joined today. This was a really good conversation. And I just want to wish health and safety for you and your family. Please tell people to stay in the house. It's really important. And as we see, it's beneficial mentally and spiritually as well. You know, I'm glad that we are all learning and growing from this. And we're finding a positive and sitting in the house and spending time with family and things of that sort. So this was a really great live. Thank you, Chris. Mommy said I would say no matter what race, no matter what country, what city, what state, we are all God's children. Yes, we are. We definitely are. Definitely are. Yes. And Jermaine says a lot of people's problems is they haven't made their house a home. They never fill it with groceries. They never clean. They're never home, and now they are losing their minds because they're stuck there. Right. Isn't it weird to feel stuck where you live, where you pay rent and mortgage? How do you feel stuck in a place that's supposed to be like your safe haven? Like, how does that even happen? So yeah, that's just super weird. And Cynthia, love Love a great conversation. Keep doing what you're doing, lady. Thank you so much to Cynthia. You guys, I don't know if you remember when I said I got a text from a friend out of the blue. She sent me a text and was like, "You're doing good. Keep doing what you're doing." And believe it or not, to Cynthia, on that day, I was debating if anyone was even noticing and if I was just doing this for nothing and was I actually like beneficial and encouraging, you know? So I just want to thank you. I do not forget that. Your text was so on time, and I just want to thank you for your constant support. I went to high school with her, you guys. So thank you so much to Cynthia. Thank you for being great, a great addition to my life, seriously. And thank you, Mommy, for the great live. Thank you, Jermaine. Thank you. And me and Jermaine are doing an interview, so he'll be on the podcast next week. So that'll be great. Great. I just love you guys, and I just thank you guys for your support, and thank you for spending time with me on a Friday night. That's super dope of you guys. And until then, don't forget to be your own kind. Don't forget to be blessed, and just embrace who you are. All right. Love you too, Cynthia. Oh, wow, you guys are still talking. My mom says, yes, Jermaine, we work so hard and don't even enjoy what we're out so busy doing every day. We are now making our houses our homes. Right, exactly. Yes, we are. It is no longer just a place to lay our head at. It's a place to actually like live. Who knew that a house was meant for living, you know? Thank you, boo. Thank you, Kristen. That's my baby sister, if no one knows who she is. Thank you, babe. All right, you guys. I don't know. You guys have anything else before I sign off? Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining. Be your own kind. I love you all, and see you next week. Bye-bye.